Hello students, welcome to my class. In this video, we are going to discuss about applications of dimensional analysis. So what is this dimensional analysis used for? So you have three applications where the dimensional analysis is used. First one is to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another. So we have different system of units like CGS, SI, MKS, all no. So to convert one particular quantity from one system to another system, this dimensional analysis can be used. Second is to check the dimensional correctness of a given physical quantity. And the third application is to establish a relationship relation among various physical quantities. How one physical quantity is related to another. This is all done with the dimensional analysis. So let us discuss in detail about one by one. First, we will be starting with the conversion of a physical quantity from one system to another using the dimensional analysis. So, to convert a physical quantity, the fact is that consider the fact that any unit into the number for that physical quantity will be a constant value. That is, n is number and into unit will give a constant value. Okay, so without considering the unit, when you have any number, if you multiply with that unit, then that value will be a constant number anyways, so that number will not change. So when you take that, here what we are going to do is you are going to convert from one unit to another unit. So let me take one system of unit as u1 and the unit in the other system as u2. So if you have one system of unit, multiply with number is a constant, and similarly for the other system also, unit into number is a constant. So which means this one is also constant, this one is also constant. So these two are equal. Can you understand? It is simple fact that any number into its unit is equal to constant. So when I have one system of units, say called CGS, any number let it be n1 into CGS system unit, let it be unit 1, which is equal to, if you multiply you will get a constant value. Similarly, when I convert this into other system, it is say some other n2 number and unit is u2. When you multiply this will also give a constant value. It may be different, but it will give a constant value. So when you see that right hand sides are equal, so when you equate these two left hand sides are equal, so it means n1 u1 equal to n2 u2. So you can write it this way. Based on this fact only, you're going to proceed with the conversion of a physical quantity. So let me take a physical quantity. When you represent in dimension, for example, if the dimension is m, l, t, we've already seen that it would be represented as m power 1, m power 2, m power 3, m power 0 or something. So m power 0, l power 1, t power minus 2. This is for example, for your understanding I have taken. In this case, how do we say that it is for mass? No value of mass, so 0 value in mass, and for length you have one value, so one value in length, and minus 2 value in time. So this is what we understand from this dimension. Okay, it is for some quantity. So in general, we don't know, doesn't mention any particular physical quantity. We're going to take in general. So when you take in general, let me take these values. We don't know, it depends for the quantity, right? So when you take in general for any physical quantity, let me take the mass value as a times in a value in mass, b value in length, and then c value in time. It is in general. So you have to it depends upon the quantity. This a value would, b value and c value would be different. So a value in mass, so m power a, b value in length, l power b, and c value in time, so it is t power c. So this is for your physical quantity. Let me consider for one unit. So for one system, for first system it is mass m1 power a, l1 power b, t1 power c. For the other system, let me take it as same mass. It is mass m2 power a and length l2 power b, time t2 power c. So this is for one system and this is for other system. So this is what we are consideration is. Okay. So what is our consideration? These are all depending upon the unit of the physical quantity. See, uh, if this dimension gives you the unit, so our consideration is any number into our physical quantity will be equal to another any other number into the physical quantity. In one system, this is in another system. So when you write it in the this one in this equation format, it would be first dimensional value in one system m1 power a, l1 power b, t1 power c into number n1. n1 into unit of first system is equal to n2 into system of units in other system. So it is m2 power a, l2 power b, t2 power c. So with this you can convert, this is the base. So with this you can convert from one physical unit system of units into another system of units. So we know that how do we write it is n1 into m1 power a, l1 power b, t1 power c is equal to n2 into m2a, l2 power b, t2 power c, right? So in this, see, one number into one unit is equal to n2 some other number into other quantity, right? I mean the quantity in other system. So this can be very well understood by this example. So you know that 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Okay. So what do we did? This is in meter, which is MK system or SI unit. And when you convert this into CGS system, I'm converting this one. So 1 meter, when you convert into centimeter, you have to multiply by 100. So 1 into 100, which is 100 centimeter, right? So what I did, I have some unit, some number into unit, which is equal to some other number into its unit. Similarly, when you have 2 meter, it is this value as it is into some other number and then unit. So this is what we have written here. So one number into unit can be converted into some other number into some other unit. Okay. Now when I want to find, we have to find this number. So when I want to convert 1 meter into centimeter, what I have to do? I have to multiply by 100. This is the number. So when you do this, when you find this number, we can understand, we can simply convert and multiply that. We can simply convert this one into this unit into this unit. So this is what we need. So when I want to convert from one unit to another unit, I want to find this number so that this gets converted into this one. Meter gets converted into centimeter. When I do that, I have to multiply by 100. So this on I know. But here when it is some other combination of units, I want to find what this number should be. Then it is simple to simply you can convert that numbers from one unit to another. So I want to find this one, n2. So for that, bring this part here to the left hand side and I want only n2. So have it on the other side. So n2 is equal to n1 into m1 power a, l1 power b, t1 power c divided by this one, m2 power a, l2 power b, t2 power c. So n2 is equal to, I can write simply this one as m1 m2, m all separately, l t. Okay. So n1 into m1 by m2 whole power a, because both have the same power, so it can be in general. So whole power a. Similarly l1 by l2 whole power b, t1 by t2 whole power c. When you do this, you can find the number that should be multiplied so that it get converted in from one unit to another unit. This is how we use the dimensional analysis to convert from one unit to another unit for a physical quantity. This one could be very well understood by the example problem which will be discussed in the next video. Thank you.